Oh, like 5 minutes before we turn this camera on. That's the funniness. That's the funny stuff. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Sean, Fredder MTO.
And welcome back to your Daily Dose.
Who's saying what? Welcome to Daily Dose.
Wine?
Daily Dose of Magical Practice today. A little bit. We get running here. If you're watching this time, YouTube, Magic Shop, and all that good stuff over there. Because we transfer all these videos over there as well, and at some point we'll probably be migrating to there for a longer term. But hey, no technical difficulties today.
Yeah. Which is
we were early.
A rarity.
Didn't run into any hiccups as we started the live, and
yet.
Here we go. Yet. So anyway.
So what are we chatting about today?
A little bit of magical practice.
Does it have to be strictly magical? Can it be sorceress practice?
Oh, well, yeah. Whatever.
What's the difference? Here's the difference.
That's all another Daily Dose.
Yes. All right, so first things first, hope everybody's safe, staying sheltered in place. And
hey.
Yay! Expansion.
By Jove!
Right? So a little bit of what I've been doing.
Hey, what have you been doing?
Magically. Well,
I have a question.
Yes.
What have you been doing?
What haven't I been doing? A little bit of... one thing that I'm actually not attempting to do on a regular basis but still keeps happening, and I don't know if it's just the nature of the world right now and some of the anxiety and pressure that I feel everybody's feeling currently. But I've been trying to practice any dream work or any lucid dreaming work cognizantly. I have these specific that I have for who want to manipulate my dreams in some way. I do have certain triggers that I use on a regular basis, and those triggers, without my attempting to do so, have been coming into me in my dreams quite a bit, and my mind is not picking up on those triggers. So tell me something. So I get into my dreams with the forethought what it is that somebody is trying to tell me. Hopefully I'll get somewhere with that. But that's just something random that's been happening for about the last couple weeks now. My dreams have been crazy. I've been waking up saying things that I don't normally do in my sleep. Oh, this is fantastic. It suits me.
Hi, guys. Oh my goodness.
Daily Dose of Magical Practice, take 2. We said it the last time. We said no technical difficulties yet. And now look at us.
So here's
look at me.
Here's how it went.
Oh, I can't.
Here's how it went.
Oh.
Today we were actually early. We had no technical problems. We started the video. We even commented on that. And she goes, not yet. We haven't had technical issues. And all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, the video stream shuts down. It's like, oh, your signal's bad. So
we restarted
I reboot just to be sure everything's cleared out. Go into Facebook, start the chat, and this! And it's not me either. We didn't even change anything. It just did that.
I freaking love it, though. Oh, man.
It's because you put your hand on your... Oh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, buddy.
You just, if you put your hand over your face.
Okay, well, I won't do that.
It'll switch it back. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So if you missed that, go back and check out my dream stuff I was talking about
Yeah, I'll splice the two videos together so that they're all as one if anybody wants to go back and watch it, but wow. Okay. These are the fun times.
I called it.
You did.
Oh, this is awesome.
All right. So, today, Daily Dose.
Magical practice.
Magical practice. Some
Welcome
of the things we're working on. Please.
I'm Julio.
If you've got something you're working on in your magical practice and you're willing to share, drop us a line and a comment, and we'll bring it up and chat about it maybe. So Sora Mem brought up some of her dream work, that she's not intentionally doing dream work, but has had some real crazy and interesting dreams, and tonight she's maybe going to do a little bit with that.
Yes.
I was just getting to the point where I was saying I don't really dream very often. I've done some lucid dreaming. But typically when I dream just normally, I don't remember it. I remember that I dreamed sometimes, but I just don't remember my dreams. But this week has been different. And I've had a little bit of craziness too, including dreaming of, my daughter Bria, who's passed, which I don't think I've dreamed of her ever. And particularly since she's passed. So,
I woke up
that was interesting. And it was a blending of my daughter in the dream along with a recurring dream that I have had, and I do remember, about a house with all kinds of secret passageways and secret rooms. And I was living in that house, which that's never happened before. I've had the same recurring dream for 20 plus years. And now I was living in that house with my daughter and trying to figure out which one of the secret rooms she was going to stay in. So that was strange. For me. So yeah, definitely some oddness going on in the dream world.
Yeah. If you've been experiencing that as well, let us know. Drop a comment. So yeah, tonight I'm going to see what I can do as far as putting it into more cognizant practice.
Sorry.
I love it. I don't know what you're laughing at. Oh. And yeah, we didn't turn this on, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't even turn it on. It just came on. I'm sure we could go in and find where it is. But...
No. I like it.
Okay. Okay, so a little bit of dreams for you, a little bit of dreams for me. What else are you working on?
I'm also working on a lot of herbal stuff. Along with our children, we are doing some botany courses, and I'm writing some... Homeschooling. I'm writing some herbal manuals and spirit work and how to contact your spirit allies of the herbal world. So keep your eye out for that. That's been a big part. I'm also working on some magical tools. Redoing some magical tools that we've already made.
Because you never have enough magical tools.
Never. And what else is there to do out here in the desert that make more magical tools?
Magic?
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Back to my dream work a little bit. I've been getting some individual messages regarding the PGM again, which I haven't picked up in a while. So I'm delving back into some PGM work.
I noticed.
Yeah. What about you?
So, if you missed it, we're talking about our magical practices, some of the things that we are working on. If you are willing to share what you're working on magically, drop us a line, drop us a comment. Jamie says she's been having very vivid dreams as well.
Yes.
So, not just us out here in the desert.
I've been having a lot more nightmares, which is not typical for me. I don't usually have nightmares, but almost nightly I've had some kind of terrifying or scary dream or something that's been pretty profound. So that's new.
So let's see, what's another thing? I'm continuing my Jupiter work. I've had Jupiter work as a focus of mine for a while now, and I'm continuing to do my weekly Jupiter work on Thursdays in the hour of Jupiter, doing my offerings and invoking Jupiter. So, still doing that.
Ooh, Jake, yes. What might it mean? Jake said he had a dream that a card game took him into a realm of subterranean elves.
I had to jump across the backs of brontosauruses. I dig it. With skeletal jackal heads to combat 3 spooky women.
I had a dream about a brontosaurus too, Jake.
Now, I think she was one of the spooky women.
I'm always a spooky woman.
Indeed.
But interesting. I thought it was due to this silly meme I saw about a Loch Ness monster, but there was a brontosaurus in one of my dreams a couple nights ago.
And just so everybody knows, we know Jake, so there's a little bit of a connection there. Not just a stranger also dreaming of a brontosaurus.
Which is cool, too.
Which is cool, too. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, if you've dreamed of a brontosaurus, drop us a line, let us know. Maybe everybody's got him. Maybe I'm the odd man out with the brontosaurus.
Maybe. What else have you been working
on? Enochian chess. I'm re-digging into Enochian chess. Did some of it some years ago. And I'm revisiting the rules and starting to refamiliarize myself with the gameplay. Mm-hmm. And, yeah. Running with some Enochian chess.
I cannot remember the name of the tarot game that we played with Jacob.
Quasi-Eights.
Quasi-Eights. That's right. I want to play that again. If anybody knows how to do that with tarot cards, hit us up. Let's play a game.
Yeah, we could probably do it online.
Might be. Well, I don't know. We all kind of have to have like one deck.
Jake can't wait to learn to play.
Even neophytes can play, I think.
Yeah.
We did have to mess with some of the rules there because not everything can be, 2 pillars. Gets a little...
How'd that go again?
Oh, 2 pillars.
That's supposed to be, 2 pillars.
I'm digging this look.
Please tell me you guys can see this.
Can you? I don't know. Can they? Yeah, buddy.
Curses foiled again.
Oh, goodness.
Fun. Anyway.
So a lot of stuff that we've been doing too while out here in the desert is working a lot with different fire elementals and spirits. Mm-hmm. We are trying to get into some of the, at least I myself am trying to work with some more chthonic spirits. This feels like a time where that is suited for me. Even though the light is coming out and we're headed into summer, things should be brighter. I feel that we're all just kind of getting a little bit darker, a little bit more reclusive. Something I've noticed also within my personality a little bit, and I don't know if this is due to the magical work that I've been doing or just the nature of things in general. I have been much more reclusive, been more internal. My partner keeps asking me what's wrong. There's nothing wrong. I'm just much more introspective.
Which is interesting because from an equinox perspective, usually the spring equinox to the fall is that time about opening up and going outward, and the fall to the spring is more about inward reflection, so it's sort of a flip-flop there.
Yeah, and I'm kind of feeling the opposite right now, so if you're feeling that as well, you're not alone.
It's a Lemurian thing. Poles flip-flopped. So, just throwing a guess out.
Ah! I really hope they can see this, because they can't.
I know. It makes me look like evil.
You look evil anyway.
No.
It makes me look dashing.
Guys, please tell us, can you see the what do you call these? The faces that it does?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
The little face things. Are you guys seeing that? Let us know. Because
that's my real mustache.
Everything we're doing, you're probably like, what the hell are they doing? My next one is Abramelin.
You've already done the process.
I have done the process, but I was instructed when I did the process to do a renewal of it every 7 years. And guess what?
It's that time.
7-year anniversary. So I'm not undertaking the entire process because I have already done it, but I'm sort of mirroring it and just using it as a rededication, and kind of going through some of the steps again. So Jake thought the kids played a prank.
No, that's our technology.
It's a Sharpie. That would have been me.
This is all real, though. That is straight up real.
Yeah. So Abramelin, just recently started that. Where'd my vial go? I got me a new... There it is. Got me a new vial of Abramelin oil that I made. Have some names and sigils that I can't show you detailed on there. But yeah, so I've got my oil ready, got my incense ready, and
redoing some elemental tools, doing a lot more outdoor ritual lately.
Oh, yeah.
We do have enough space in our rig to set up our small temple, and we're able to do that.
A little cramped, but it works.
It works, and with just the two of us, it's not too bad, unless we bring the kids in. But we've been doing a lot more outdoor ritual that I think has definitely brought a whole lot of things, both astral and not, to our area. Just in the last few days we've been seeing a lot more birds, hummingbirds. We're out in the middle of the desert. There's not a whole lot for them to see out here. There aren't many trees. There's just a couple cacti, some bushes, but not much at all. So I don't know if that's just by nature of us bringing our own plants and our own herbs and things that are calling others, or if it's our magical work that is calling other beings to this area.
I've been doing some magical tools as well.
Yes.
You
gonna show off? Show and tell? No.
I don't know where it went.
I don't like to show.
No, I was going to show
tools,
the fire wand. Oh, it's in the truck because I took
Sorry.
it out to the desert to consecrate it.
Yes.
It's on Facebook. I made a fire wand out of 2 different kinds of desert cacti.
Working on more.
Which recently just found a new home, so it'll be getting shipped out.
One thing I have noticed with some of my sorceress work, I leave mock-ins everywhere we go. And today something told me to hike back out to my area where I was leaving one, and there's one left, but I'd done multiple, so I find it interesting that a couple are missing.
Yeah, it got up and ran away.
I think it did.
Probably.
Yeah, but there's nobody else out here, so I'm not sure where it could have gone or where they could have gone, but yeah.
Some of my other work is revolving around work for my students and people in our order. I've been putting together the finishing touches on a 20-day Enochian ritual.
Yes.
And I've been dealing with some other pentagram and hexagram rituals. Just kind
some of
of
the signs,
tweaking a few things. Or, well, not tweaking. Been investigating a few things, looking at a few differences in some of the different ways different orders
do
and
it.
things have done it, and just kind of experimenting a little bit with that.
Going back to some original docs as well to determine where some of these changes
Definitely.
may have come in within different orders with regard to some of the signs and symbols given by the magician during something like lesser ritual banishing of the pentagram or hexagram rituals, that kind of thing.
Been doing them for 20 plus years, but
And
there's
so
always
trying
something to learn when you
incorporate
break
something-
it down.
Yeah, and incorporating something new and breaking that muscle memory is
That's hard.
hard to do. It's really difficult. What else was I going to bring up? Something. Oh, if you are interested in seeing my Intro to Magical Herbs course, let me know if there's enough interest. I'd like to have at least 5 people just because I like to have a little bit more interaction with my students. Some of you may have already taken that course in person. I've given it quite a few times in the Denver area, but this would be my first time doing it via Zoom. So if you are interested, let us know. Shoot us a message. And thanks to everybody for all the messages. You guys are awesome.
And I think, we've always both got so many irons in the fire, but I'm also working on some Kabbalistic talismans. That's one of mine.
Working on some
Getting that
goetic talismans. So that's some of mine. So yeah, we kind of do a little bit of everything.
I'll see your goetic, and I'll raise you a
Enochian.
Kabbalistic.
So, yeah.
Always got stuff going on.
Always.
Always too much to do.
Always too much to do. I find it interesting when people are sitting at home saying they're bored, and I'm like, what is that like? I can't imagine what it would be like to feel bored. But we have 2 little ones running around, and we're homeschooling, and we've been doing that for a while, so that's a lot harder than it seems. It's a lot of work to prepare.
Yes, it is.
And
But worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it. So yeah, working with some desert spirits, working with some fire spirits. Today's Jupiter Day. He's doing a lot of Jupiter work lately. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got some cool pictures coming up. I took my salamander / Jinn lamp, his home, and we took it out into the giant sand dunes and we buried it. Let it bury under the sand and dug it back up. That was kind of cool.
That was very
symbolic more than anything, but it was just kind of a fun little exercise.
As soon as we did that, though, my feet started burning. Right
Both
where
you
the
and
sand.
Leighton's.
Both Leighton and I. Not Molly or Sean, which was interesting. So I started to get a little scared. My heart started to race a little bit. I couldn't get quite back up the dune, and I was burning up, but it was fun. Fun experience. A little scary, but fun.
Yeah, so we're only a few miles right now where we're parked from the Imperial Sand Dunes in California. If you've never seen them, they're
huge.
I don't know if I'd call them giant, but they're
huge.
large sand dunes,
Yeah.
and they go on for quite
miles.
a ways. And it's really interesting because when you drive to them from where we're at's kind of desolate
brushy,
and scrubby and
yeah.
brushy and small bushy trees, and then
cacti, but
just about 2 or 3 miles before you get there, all of a sudden the landscape's the same, but there's all kinds of sand, like between maybe just a couple inches up to maybe a couple of feet of sand.
But then all of a sudden,
all the bushes go away, and it's just these giant rolling sand things.
I did find a cute little nettle in the sand dunes,
in the
middle of the sand dunes, like maybe a mile out in the sand dunes, away from the main road, and that was cute. I had to go hike down to them.
Yep.
And then I got stuck. But anyway, just wanted to do a little bit of a informal chat, not necessarily teach or show anything, because we are gearing up for some online classes and courses that we're going to be offering, some of them for free. I will be offering some monographs and some individual spells and charms that you can do at home to protect yourself and others. Yeah.
Yep. So what are you guys up to? Drop us a line. What are you working on?
Yeah.
Everybody's quiet today.
It is. It's okay.
Except Jake, Jamie.
Thanks so much for chiming in, guys. So we're going to be doing a little bit more work starting next week on trying to make things a little bit more formal. And at least I am in my approach to showing and teaching you guys a little bit of what we do out here. I'm going to try to. I get a little bit shy when I share some of my real magical things that I'm doing.
That's a tough thing to share, for sure.
I can't share some things. So
yep.
Keep your eye out for some stuff coming up. What else?
Oh, let's see. Well, there's always just the regular work, but
there's always just the daily work.
Daily work.
The daily monotonous in and out. So we do have to do daily work. Daily.
Funny how that works. Jake has been doing earth invocations with the Welsh goddess Ellen,
Ooh.
Lady of Paths and Roads, to facilitate dream work.
Awesome. Let me know how that goes. We do have some dreaming stuff to come up in knowledge lectures just for you, Jake. Just heads up. Keep an eye out for that.
Welsh goddess Ellen. I need to learn more about the Celtic pantheons and
yeah, we're learning a lot about
practices.
Greece right now in our homeschooling practice with our children. So learning different gods and goddesses of Greek origin. Maybe that's Samothracian mysteries.
That's where I want to go.
Yeah.
Bucket list.
Oh, one thing that I do want to talk about, hagstones. I find hagstones everywhere we go, but I wanted to talk to some people out there. Let me know, drop a line regarding your opinion on incomplete hagstones, or those with holes that don't go all the way through. There's still just a thin membrane. I'm finding a ton of those lately just in this spot, and I don't know why that is, but it's something I've been pondering and thinking about lately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and we did our equinox ritual in this location. Mm-hmm. So, we only do the equinox every 6 months. Funny how that works. So I think as we travel around, every spot we do an equinox in is probably going to always hold kind of a special place, because it's somewhere where we did a ritual that we only do every 6 months. So having done our equinox here, we had our outdoor temple set up right over there in that clearing. This spot will probably always hold something for us. And
well, yeah, we lost a kitty here as well.
We lost a kitty here.
And I don't know on the nature of sacrifice what that might mean, because it was shortly after we did some pretty powerful and heavy work. But yeah, I'll leave it there before I start crying.
Yep. So any good thoughts you have for our kitty?
Yeah.
He's been gone for 10 days or so. He
almost 2 weeks. Sunday will be 2 weeks.
He escaped out the door one evening, we believe. Our cats, they're indoor cats. We had two. We had Magic and Nightshade. And they're both indoor cats, but of course, being on the road and out and about, they die to get outside. Mm-hmm. So we try to control it, and we try to let them outside when we're going to be out there where we can keep an eye on them. And of course, letting them outside only really makes them want to get out more. So they'll crouch by the door, and as soon as somebody comes in or out, They dart out, and we think what might have happened was one night when it was dark, and they're both black cats. We opened the door, somebody to go out or come in from something, and we think he might have darted out, and we didn't notice. And the next day, unfortunately, was our day to go shopping. So we got up
left
early.
Here 3 times.
Yeah, we've only left 3 times. Yeah. We got up early, we went out, and we hit the road, and we didn't get back till the afternoon, and that was when we were like, hey,
where's Magic?
Where's Magic? He's not anywhere here. So we spent probably 2 days scouring miles of this countryside looking for him, but
even risked going back out into town to check the Humane Society
shelter.
Yeah,
been checking their websites and everything, but
no such luck.
Sadly, I don't think Magic's
so we're gonna do
has held out.
We're gonna do a little bit of ritual for him and leave something special here for him too.
Yeah. So definitely there will always be a part of us that we leave here in the. I'm not sure what part of the desert this is. It's not Sonoran, but
it's technically Baja California. We're right over the Mexican border, that kind of area.
We can actually see the wall.
You can see the wall.
Fun fact. We're close enough we can see the wall. Well, it's not Trump's wall.
It's the pre-existing
It's been there
wall.
for a long time. But yeah, it's like this black spidery thing that runs along the hills right back there. I can actually see it right out that window. Yeah. It's crazy. I want to take my drone down there and go fly the drone up and
hopefully
see
we'll
the
get
wall.
shot out of the sky. Hopefully not.
So, yeah.
But yeah, so hope everybody's well. A little bit more laid back and chill discussion today. If you do want to know a little bit more detail about our magical practices and work, or if you have specific questions, let us know and we will answer where we can or where we're allowed to.
Yeah, as long as we don't have to kill you after we tell you. We'll...
Don't listen to it. Yeah. So, right? Like, kind of like Nightshade did.
Ken just said the cat may end up back in Denver, and it very well may.
He is chipped.
One of these days on our Daily Dose, we're going to go into our cat stories. We've had some crazy amazing things happen with lost cats that ritual work. It's mind-boggling. So we'll do that on a Daily Dose one of these days.
Yes.
A Daily Dose of cats.
Daily Dose of cat.
Can't believe we haven't done that already, actually. But,
Fun fact, I'm not wearing pants. Hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday.
No. Speechless.
He already knew that, though. I don't know why he's speechless.
I did, but the fact that you even brought it up. Who wants to see her stand up?
No.
Let me hear it. Who wants to see her stand?
No. We want to keep people watching, not scare them away.
Mercy me.
See, look, we already lost some. See what you did?
Oh my gosh, we did.
See what you did? Okay. Well, me and my stash, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thanks guys. We will see you tomorrow. What are we talking about tomorrow? Do we know?
Ooh, I want to do a mushroom journey this weekend. Maybe we can talk about magic mushrooms.
Should we go beyond mushrooms and talk about psychedelics?
Entheogens or psychedelics in general? That might be fun.
All right.
Cool.
Psychedelic Friday.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.